What's up, Geeksters? It's me, Omar from geeksterlabs.com, and today I have an iPhone X case, or cases I should say, that I really want to show you guys today from Nomad. So these cases were sent to me free for review, and we're going to check out every single one of them. So just so you know right off the bat, these all retail for between $30 and $50 depending on where you're purchasing them and at what time, because they are going on sales on and off, but they will range between 30 to like 40 for the smaller cases, and then the wallet style cases are from 40 to 50 bucks. So let's get into and check out each one of these Nomad cases for the iPhone X. Alright, so the first case we're going to be checking out is the card case from Nomad. This one, like I said, retails between 30 and 40 bucks depending on where you're buying it. And so all of the cases I'm going to be showing you guys today from Nomad feature their Horween leather. On the back, this is actual leather, very nice leather. This is the kind of leather that will show some wear, pick up the oils from your fingers, will have some natural scratching and kind of like wear and tear that they'll show to kind of show its own unique style and look, and give us a cool, like, aging look to it. So I know some people really like that type of leather. It actually has a nice smooth finish to it too. I've used this, I've seen leather cases that have that. It's much softer or like rougher kind of leather, but this is like, it almost feels like it's treated and it has like a coating on it. So I think it's still be very durable, will hold up real well, but all these cases I'm going to be showing you guys do feature this leather. So it has 2 card slots right here. It says it can fit up to 4 cards in there if you want to stick them in there. And the inside we have a soft felt interior. And so the inside of this case is basically like I don't know if it's TPU or polycarbonate, but it's basically plastic, like the inside edge of it. So that'll do a really good job of shock absorption and protecting the phone if you were to drop it inside the case. So as you can see in the back right there, it does have a little bit of thickness. You can kind of tell from the camera right there, but not much. It does not add much bulk to the phone at all. So let's check out a close-up of the case. On the side here we have the mute switch. You can easily get your finger in there to flip it on and off. The volume up and down buttons are being covered up. You can still feel the click through there, which is pretty nice. Get to the bottom, we have the 3 openings for the microphone, the lightning cable connector, and the speaker. And the lightning cable connector, or the lightning port I should say, is nice and large. So if you have some of those lightning cables that are a little bit larger than the Apple ones, those should have no problem fitting into there just fine. On the side here we have another button for the sleep-wake button right there, and then we have the camera hole. Everything lines up real nice. There's a nice little lip on the edge right here if you can see that, so when you do place it face down on the table, it is not touching the glass, which is very nice. And there's nothing other things like obstructing the camera on the front facing camera or anything like that. Just a nice big large opening. So that is the card case. Let's check out the next case. Alright, so here we have the clear case. As you can see, the top is like a clear polycarbonate on the top there. The bottom is the leather, that Horween leather we talked about before. And then the side edge is that softer TPU type of material that holds the iPhone into place. As you can see here, we have a nice large opening for the mute switch. Same thing with the buttons. They're also being covered up, but you can have those crystal clear covers right there, so you can still feel that click through. On the bottom we have the microphone, the lightning port, and the speaker. Nice large opening for the lightning port, and another crystal clear button for the sleep wake button right there. And you can see the camera itself fits in there perfectly. Nice, perfect cutaway for that. The one thing to consider with the polycarbonate back, it will gather some fingerprints. As you can see, I already have some on there, and it will get some slight scratches, although it's pretty durable. It's holding pretty well. I need to clean it off and wipe it down, but it will probably eventually get kind of scratched up, depending on if you put it in your pocket with keys or other things like that. That could possibly show some wear. And you get to the side right here, we do have a slight lip on the case, so if you do put it face down on this one as well, it's not technically touching the screen. So very nice. So this is the clear case. Alright, so here we have the rugged case. This one is pretty much the only case that's completely full leather without any kind of slots or anything inside of it. As you can see, it's same Horween leather. On the front we have like a black TPU type of material right here on the side. We have the mute switch, same kind of cutaway for that. Volume up and down buttons are also being covered up on this one, and these are black buttons on here, so you can still feel the click through there. Same type of openings in the bottom for the speaker or the microphone, the lightning port, and the speaker. On the side of the case we have the sleep wake button, which is also being covered up, but it has a nice click through button right there as well. Get to the back of the case, we have the opening for the camera. And so it's pretty much the same thickness as the other cases, not too bulky, not too thick, but a pretty low profile, minimalistic style snapback case. It does also has a lip on the edge right there, so like once again it won't be touching the glass if you put it down. It also gives it some space if you do want to put a glass screen shield on there. It should fit on there pretty nicely and fit just perfectly fine with this case when it's on your phone. Alright, so now we're going to be checking out wallet style cases. So like I said before, these retail between 40 and 50 bucks depending on where you're purchasing them. Once again, full Horween leather, real nice texture, real nice finish. Will show some wear over time after you've used it for a little bit. Really nice stitching actually as well. This looks like a really nice quality case, especially for 50 bucks. I've seen other leather cases that retail for a little bit more that have similar quality as this. So when you pop it open, we have slots here. Supposedly you can fit up to six cards, and I guess 2 in each of those slots if you want to put them in there. Nice little pocket, and you also have a slot here for money or cash, so you can also stick that on the inside there. Here's an example of like what a card would look like. That's a longer card, but it has a nice soft felt material on the inside right there. That looks sharp. So on this one here, there's just one large cutaway. There's no actual like single cutaways or buttons for the volume or anything like that. It's just one big opening. Same thing for the bottom, just one large opening for the bottom there to get your lightning cable and for the speaker and the microphone on there. And on the side as well, there's just a cutaway. There's no actual button or anything being covered up right there. So when you are taking photos or things with this, you do have to make sure that you keep the flap open, because when it is like this, it will be blocking the camera. But that's not a really big issue as long as you're aware of it. And you can see there, nice cutaway for the camera. And you can kind of see the thickness of the case. It's a little bit thicker, but does not add that much bulk to it. It's still pretty nice. Of course, it will get thicker depending on how many cards you have in here. So that's always something that you have to contend with and just think about. But it's actually a nice case. If you don't want to have your driver's license with you or anything, you can just keep it in here in the case. If you're going to the gym, going to the club or whatever, have your ID and a debit card or something and maybe some cash, and you'd probably be pretty good to go and not have to carry your wallet with you. So like I said, this is the leather Folio case, and now let's check out the last wallet case. Alright, so here we have the clear Folio case from Nomad. Like I said, 40 to 50 bucks depending on where you're purchasing this. So the whole back is a clear polycarbonate, which is nice. The side edge is a soft TPU, and then the front flap is that Horween leather flap. So kind of a combination of a bunch of different things right there. Similar stitching as the other Folio case, very nice, good quality. It's kind of adhered to the back of the polycarbonate, but so this will allow you to show your case through there, which is pretty nice. Obviously, it could over time get some fingerprints on it, so smudging, things like that. You gotta be careful too as far as light scratches go. Light scratches should be fine. Anything deeper than that, like maybe your keys inside the case or whatever, that could eventually start to make this all scratched up, so one thing to consider. So this one's a little different from the other Folio style case. Also has the same slots on here, so you can fit 6 cards in there. This interior material is like leather, not so much like the felt on the other one, so it's a little bit softer leather. Also has a slot there for cash or whatever else you want to stick in there. And when it comes to the thing that wraps around your phone, this is different from the other Folio as well. This one does have the cutaway for the mute switch, the crystal buttons on the side right here for the lightning or the volume buttons. The bottom we have the lightning port, microphone, speaker, big lightning port there, good size for getting your non-Apple connectors in. Crystal clear button right here for the sleep wake button. And then the back, like I showed you already, is a cutaway for the camera. Everything lines up real sharp, real good. And that's pretty much it for this one. And this one has a nice lip on it as well, so if you were to put it face down while it's obviously open, most of the time it's going to be like this when it's in your hand, and you can just place it like that whenever you're not using it. But a really nice style quality case, and not too bad. Retails for I believe under 50 bucks is probably what you can find it for. I'll have links to all these cases for Amazon in the description down below if you guys are interested in purchasing that. If you guys use those links, if you want to purchase on Amazon, I would really appreciate it. It helps support me and the channel. If you guys have any questions about any of these cases I've showed you today, please post them down in the comment section. I read every comment in all my videos, and I always answer back as quickly as possible. If you want to check out some of my other case reviews or videos, you can click on either one of these clips right here. And if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, make sure you click on my face. And I'll see you guys in the next video review.